So we have a question from a bank here. We've recently noticed in some project contracts that the paymasters resort to direct payments to subcontractors instead of through the main contractor. Is this, so I don't know if we're going to be able to answer this, is this permitted under the contract norms, especially when such contracts are assigned to banks? So I don't know anything about this. Zain, is it something?
It is. If contracts, this is where we have come to the contracts again. Okay, so it's partly allowed that the client can directly pay to subcontractor if the main contractor is not doing their duty properly. Okay, so there is some contract clause based on this one.
But why would they do that? Just because they're worried about the subcontractors walking off the job or something? Or?
Most probably, or they want to make sure that the money that the client is paying to main contractor is going to the right sources. Okay, and in the contract that we are signing, the client has all rights to investigate this one. I'm not sure about this example, but I just want to talk about a little bit more on the contracts. Okay, what's the problem? Because one of the major problems in this construction industry in the region, especially in the Middle East, is the strictness of the contract, like we discussed. And specifically, when I will give a touch to my friend in the Mashreq, because about the bonds, on-demand bonds.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you investigate this issue, I think there is no logical approach at the moment to ask from main contractor an on-demand bond. Okay, like a performance bond, advance payment bond, retention bond, where I have to do the same. Go back to my subcontractors, please. It's back-to-back contract. Unfortunately, you have to provide with this. Then, as bank, okay, you are increasing your risk, okay, right. And then you will be having difficulty to help to other contractors maybe performing in other projects.
Very, very true.
So I think this is one of the topics that we have to bring to attention of the public, and if we have a chance.
So what would you like to see done?
There can be a project bond. It should not be an on-demand contractor bond.
So at the end of the life of the project,
there can be a project finance, okay, dedicated to the project. Then the risk shared. Okay, of course, as contractors or consultants, we have our entitlements and also we have our responsibilities, so which we have to follow. There is no, we are not escaping from it. Okay, but the current conditions are very strict.
So in terms of today's conversation, which is about increasing productivity.
Yeah.
You're talking here about the risk and the unfair contract allocations or risk allocations. How would this change productivity? Would it allow contractors to focus on?
First of all, okay, this will change and relax the contractor and suppliers. Okay, so if we start with lowest bid. Okay, I bid the job, and with the lowest bid I get the award. Okay. And I am already exhausted with the lowest bid. And then if we push more on the bonds, on demand bonds, then I transfer to all the different, let's say, categories behind me, subcontractor, suppliers. You are increasing the stress level of the project. Okay, it will automatically impact the improvements and productivity on site. Definitely. 2 years later, if the contract is 4 years, 2 years later, subcontractor will start. I cannot do this one. Sorry. Okay, I cannot bring more productive labor. I cannot increase my, let's say, supply chain. This is happening.
Okay.
This is directly impacting us. The productivity is on site.